Hello everyone, I shall return shortly. See to get some more bits. Hey Dave, how are you, sir? Welcome. You're the first in. Right, now I'm here properly. You throw things on the floor now. So, welcome to the layout, Sakura Densha. Yes, got your message, and that's going to be awesome, sir. I look forward to seeing it. And I'm sorry you've missed the streams. Basically, I had enough of YouTube, so I've got a channel for watching. Not saying there'll never be anything on there. I mean, it's just a channel for watching. I'm doing the odd live on here, though, so I'll try and make sure I say when I'm doing it. But a lot of times it's just random for me. It's as random for me as it is for you guys. You're a bit wonky, aren't you, there? Hello, Kyle. Welcome. How are you? How is everyone? How's everyone? Yes, so we're starting off with the C59. Sorry, I hadn't taken my pill yet today, me Angela. Right, so it's very much snores because I didn't take my allergy pills, so now I'm snores blooming. But yeah. Right, so I need to turn my iPad on so I can actually see the chat as well properly. Not looking for weeks and you're having a track. That is going to be amazing. Right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh dear, Dave. You got me. You know what with? Let's just see what I can find. Right. So, you see the chat. I feel I was a bit hatred comments on mine tonight. Oh, anything particular, Dave? If it's that Mickey the Moocher at the end there, then my apologies. Good yourself, I'll be back, got to send some mail to the okay, no, absolutely, I'll hold on a second then. But yes, Posty's been today. If you have anyone hating comments on you there, Dave, then let me know. anyone's hating on you. And we have some new stuff, including, at long last, I'm going to wait for Simon to come, if Simon comes in today. I'll wait for Simon to come, probably re-look at these, but corner shop and a house. Now they look pre-made, but there's a lot of work to do with them. Still, pretty good. 8 Nissans in assorted colours, which is good because the cars you see over here are all Toyotas. They're all the same type of Toyota as well, so we've got 2 different types of Nissan there. For my container wagon, I want to upgrade to more modern containers. We have these. New JR ones, they're rather nice. A new station complex, which is basically this one. Well, I've got a new one. Well, I broke this lamp. I can't find any bits of this one, and I can't remember what colour that was, so got a new one to start again. It means I'm going to have to trim the platform edges down on this as well. So I won't be messing with that tonight. We'll be leaving this one in tonight, but yeah, new station there. Just the usual moaning because I was painting in commercials. If you don't like the scene, don't watch. Oh, it's absolutely. You know, this is something me and Dale touched on. There seems to be a lot of streams on YouTube. If you actually start talking about history of anything, you actually talk about what year it is you're looking at, a bit about what it does or anything like that, or you're actually doing some modelling rather than staring at a camera and blathering all the time, or showing off the 400 new engines you just brought. People don't seem to... Excuse me. As soon as my pill kicks in, I'll be fine. Anti-allergy one. You know, it's... No, so I actually applaud you, sir, and any time you're on doing it, I will be there watching, I promise you that. Right. Because I love seeing how people do things. That's why I was asking loads of questions, because it's like, yeah, I find it interesting. A new gondola with the tarpaulin cover. This is another brand new product from Kato, not long out. Talking about people showing off the 500 new purchases. I absolutely love this. I'll have to get a train of them sorted out as well now. And last by no means least though, the Kato 50th anniversary set. A C50 locomotive. Now, 50th anniversary of Kato was in 2015, so 5 years ago now. Apparently the very first locomotive Kato ever brought out was the C50 in Engage. Very first Engage model locomotive was the C50. And this is the latest one. You see me now? Hello! That is the latest iteration of the model. That's not been run yet. It's literally only just made it up anywhere near the layout. So, yes, but they made the box in the old style of the old ones, the original ones. And on the back. So yes, we're going to run that in a minute. I'm going to start it running in, and I'll start messing about with the bits and pieces. This set also comes with a very nice book. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it, Dave? Absolutely gorgeous. Nice little book. All about the history of Kato and its models, which also includes a CD as well. Something I've wanted for quite a while, that book. Right. So, don't leave it too long before we get the C50 running in, so we'll pull the C59 into the station there. Pulled on the brakes a bit too hard there. Now we'll uncouple it and move it into the siding. So that's the point changed, or not as the case may be. That's the point changed. Train uncoupled. We need to clean the tracking outside. There's a few things stalling over there. Right, changing the point back. Right, so now I need to do the old hand of God. Take these off. Oh, we didn't like on a couple of that. Right, so now if I pick these up, just lay them out behind me. So yes, this new engine is the smallest rearrangement I have on the layout to date, the 260. The smallest previously was a 264 or one of the 462s if you prefer. Yes. I've got to wait a few more weeks till I can get my ear track. Can't wait. Kato, Tomix, Fleischmann. What's your poison in that particular one? Right. So here we are. Point set. So this is, this is the very first time I've even had the box open for the C50. Stunning. It's exquisite, doesn't it? It's just gorgeous. Comes out without any fuss at all. It's really good because this is actually foam. This white stuff's actually foam. They must have made it look like polystyrene. It's got a good weight to it. It's going to be a good puller. So I don't even know if this works yet or not. Will it move on its own accord now? No, we're not far enough onto the track, okay. Should move now. Ooh, this isn't good, folks. Ooh. We need the tender to be on as well. Yeah. So it requires the tender to be in as well. That's alright then. Whew. Well, I've got to say, I'm going to put my voting for the KTU track because of its easy use. That's what all this is down here. Silent as anything. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, so start the running in time now. That's a bit too fast for me. Yeah, about there. So time is now, we'll say 5:02. So 25 past, it will send it the other way. It's smooth as hell, isn't it? It just shows just why that unit does need to go back. I just need to email them about it. I'll do it tonight. Because that is gorgeous. And also, Dave, I mean, the other thing is, of course, that the point motors are already built into the points. But it depends what you want to do. Depends what you want to do, if it will fit what your plans are. That is amazing. absolutely beautiful. I was really worried for a minute there, but it wouldn't move. Hello Simon, you're just in time. So we've got the C50 running in here. And how are you, sir? Now you're here, I'll start actually doing the other bit now, which is I have the corner shop and I have the house, so I can start sheet measuring out and see what they look like in situ. So get these buildings out. Okay, so there's not much to do with the house at all. Excellent. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Where's the garden? There we are. Have they gone well? So the corner shop was a load of extra. There's not with this, but there's with the corner shop was a load of extra pieces. So that was the area it reckoned for it. And as I think you'll agree, it isn't quite that big. Oh, look at that. It's all coming to life a bit, isn't it, over there? You can't quite see it, can you? Oh, yeah, you can. I'm going to have to open a window, folks. Not that it really affects you guys much. Do the middle one. I'll do this one. Do this one, the middle one. Too hot in here already. Only been in here 5 minutes. Yeah, they are. They are very nice, I think, yes. But yes, that's definitely the box size rather than the actual building size. So I'll do it like that before I do it. So it's flush with the... I'll do it like that. Yes, I sort of held on with the building, so I was hoping I was going to hold on with the building until you appeared, but then you appeared just as I was ready to do the building, so... Yeah. Just pop that in the way in there. So now I know how big they are, I can actually start using them as a guide to drawing out some places for some more. So I think we need to get another... I get 1... 2, 3 in there. Probably 1, 2 on the other side, so I get 5 houses in. I reckon I get about 5 houses in, and maybe even something in this space here. Yeah. So, has anyone been working on their layouts today? We know that Dave has been. He had a very nice stream earlier on. Go and check him out. And check out his stream earlier. It's good. I enjoyed it. I don't know, has been doing any model railway related stuff today? Carl, you done anything, or you still there? So there's a complete new station set there to go with to replace it. And just show Simon this is basically, and a set of JR containers to go on the container wagon ones off the night before last, and new gondola with tarpaulin. All them trees are really nice now. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. I think it's really finished off nicely. It just works. So there's over 40 of the Sakuras on there. So not sure how many trees in total that would be. Been working most of the day. Oh, I can't see. To unplug this and bring it over to me. A bit early and I'm working tomorrow. So it's just on that as well. A nice one. I have Andy Cummins. Welcome, sir. I hope you're well. We're just running in the C50 here. My buildings have come, so they're trying them out over there. Well, the C50 is new as well. We've got a new gondola, and the containers have arrived for the container wagon that I need to learn the name of. And just similar to Mouldy Raspberry in Engage, I think. Oh, nice one. That's really cool. Look forward to that. Yeah, so as I said before, the C50 now being a 260 is now my smallest rearrangement. It's absolutely gliding along the rails here. Going well off, I think I got arm pump. What's arm pump? Sorry, I'm not educated in such things. Yeah. I've not got much to show tonight, but new locomotive running in. Oh, ouch, that does sound painful there, Dave. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. No, it's probably best to say. Plus the fact, I mean, Lost gets so... No petrol has an out in Lost, and if you've got sort of things sorted out for it, it's fine, but like mine, it got so hot in summer and so cold in winter. It's very rare you got a time that was actually like good for you up there. It is superb runner. Absolutely superb. So is Silky Smooth. He looks like he's been finishing like a gloss as well. Ah, nice one. Are you creating some hills there, Andy, or what are you creating with the plaster? Oh. No, it's not so good. But I love the micro layout so far, sir. absolutely superb looking little model that is, I've got to say. Sorry, rocker into it. Oh, nice one. Let's try and bring you down a bit closer so you can see the motion of the locomotive as it goes past. Sorry, that was a bit loud. Hopefully now you should be able to see the motion of the engine as it comes past. That's better. Right, I got to call it night, guys. I'm fairly to grind no grindstone. Okay, Dave, thanks for coming along. I appreciate it, sir. And say, thoroughly enjoy your stream. Sleep well, and I hope work goes to you right tomorrow. Goes alright for you tomorrow. On Dave's, it certainly is, yes. Certainly is. It's just absolutely exquisite. I've stared at this locomotive since it was announced. Before I even did Japanese Engage, I did regular British Engage at the time. I was staring at this thinking that is one I'd like to get because it's just such a beautiful little engine. And now, what, over 5 years later, actually seeing it running around the layout I own, which is Japanese, which I never thought I'd do, it's just beyond words. That's why I love it, speechless. I've got to say, it is just so beautiful. So era-wise, folks, for those of you who are interested in a bit of history about what's going on, what you can see, if not, then sorry, I'm going to have to bore you for a minute. The C50 belongs to the same era, just after the same sort of era, just after the 9600 class 280 I have. So we're looking in the early 1900s to the 1920s, that sort of period. But yeah. Sorry, it's the thing about running in, isn't it? Is it's not the most interesting to watch in real time. I never know what to do because a lot of people, the instructions say to run it in. A lot of YouTubers say to run it in. Obviously, I don't know about many people. The first place I saw it, because you don't read the instructions when you're a kid. You just get the engine out and play with it. Is IC82, Will of IC82 talking about running in. I started doing it, thought, oh, better do it. But more recently I thought, well, the amount of engines I've got from my childhood, the J94, City of Birmingham, being 2, which were got straight out of the box and run. And they are still 2 of my best runners in the 00 lot I've got. And I'm thinking, they would never run in. So how come they still, nothing calamitous has happened to them? I think one of them is 16 years old, the other one's going to be around that as well. They're looking about 16 years old. But, I don't know. I guess with the Japanese stuff I'm just a bit more cautious and I want to make sure it all works properly. I've done it properly. But it's interesting. Interesting, isn't it? I'm sure we've all got engines. I mean, you probably bought second-hand engines that weren't run in properly by their original owners. I mean, as a matter of course, I do run in second-hand locos. I give them a running in period because I just want to make sure. Because for all you know, they could have sat on a shelf their entire lives thus far. So a quick little drop of, tiniest little drop of oil, even smaller than the usual amount you put in, then give it a run in. I don't know what you got. What do you folks think about running in? What's your thoughts on running in? Do you do it? Is it something you all do? But Simon, I might be exercising one of your friends later today. There's another Land Cruise train that I'd like to get. I'll be able to pay most of it off with half of my first non-car payment. Because I've paid off my car now, so the money I would have paid for that, if I use half of it, I can pay like half this off, so, yeah, I'll be exercising that, I think, because it seems to be a thing I'm collecting, these Land Cruise trains, with the Cassiopeia coming, on its way, and the Twilight Express already here. I run in for 30 minutes in each direction, about a third power, then another 30 minutes in each direction, 2/3 power. Alright, so you do a double run in, that's interesting. Yes, I tend to find a speed I like, and then run in at that speed, which is this for this. The units I run in at half speed, half the controller speed. I do half in each direction on here. That's interesting, but that's why I'm asking. That's why I ask, because it's interesting to hear other people's takes. I can understand running in older locomotives, but not so much with modern cordless motors. But that's the thing, because I mean, Kato say these cordless in here and everything, the mechanisms and everything are designed to be zero maintenance. You don't. They actually state in their instructions you do not have to add oil to it. And I'm thinking, but it's moving. It's a moving part. Surely it wears. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm a little bit I only tend to add all of it. I hear something squeaking, which is obviously a coach or a wagon that or a second hand loco sat for a long time on the older ones. But yeah. Well, this one the instructions saying this one not to oil it. I mean, it's so silky smooth. Why would you want to? Where are we in the time? Oh, it's only got another 5 minutes in this direction, folks. I'll send it in the other direction. After that, let's get these cars out. Show you these Nissans and place some Nissans over there, which you won't be able to see, but just put a moment in time. But if anyone wants to see them a bit closer up, and nothing that special, they can do with a bit of detailing, I guess. Here are the Nissans. Two different styles. I did say on the train tracks we don't say what they were. So a little driveway there. Likewise. What's this pulling out the drive? Oh. Yeah. Oh, I don't want lots of green cars all in the same area. What have you already got a problem with that? Something like that, maybe. Let's get better. A lot more cars over there now. Oh, let's have a look. Made bed in all the factory grease. And you clean the gears first and various places. Ah, nice one. So called the killing cause motor, i.e. overloading motor. Alright, so just, don't overload them then. Be gentle and look after your trains. Don't put too many wagons behind them. I am so impressed at this. Now this, to me, hands down beats any other Engage any other Engage I've ever attempted. American, so the likes of, obviously the American Cater stuff's fine, the likes of Bachmann or whoever, Lifelike, this the Cater Atomic stuff beats it to my mind. The Dapol Graham Parish line of over here, to me, in my mind, this beats it with Fleischmann, and that it beats them as well to me. And I've had new and old of all those, and nothing has impressed me for running quality like the Kato stuff. Looking forward to seeing. Oh, I bet. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Not that I don't. It's not. I'm not. I know used to that way before I said what I've just said in your terms, because I know there's a real lag on the stream. But yeah, I'm not hating on British stuff and that British and American stuff. I mean, I own the Bachmann Mogul, and some freight cars for the US. I own a Fleischmann steam engine. You see, like some saying some of my press friends are back. I'm not racist, isn't it? But yeah. But ultimately, yeah. I mean, 14, 15 pieces of running motorised rolling stock, because that includes the units then, and only one's let me down to the point where it's actually going to have to go back. Only one's been faulty to the point, so it not let me down. But through faulty spots, has to go back. The other one was the easy fix, and everything else has been flawless. Right, once this gets to... Oh, we're basically there. So next time around I'm going to bring it to a stop at the station. And then I'm going to send it into reverse. And while that does its reverse running in, I'm going to have to disappear for a moment. I may well be in the text chat. Just bear with. Right. I will be back shortly. I return in person. So I had to go and sort something out. I took my iPad with me, it's used on the iPad as well. But yes, it's actually at a stage, 3 step below where it was for running forwards. Yeah, no problem. It's interesting, that. But yes, looking forward to your C class, absolutely. You got any more idea of an ETA on that one, Simon, or is that thing? But yeah, we'll lift you up now again so you can the the whole layout again and see the extra cars I've put in over here as well. Over that and long one. Yeah, I think we need to get another house in there. Maybe one across the way. I think we'll do alright that. So intention today is they reckon so a couple of days after excellent. Yes, it will be interesting seeing if it runs quality merchant. I hope it does. I mean, I had, what was my last Farish Steam Loco? You can think now. Wait a minute. Let me have a think. My last Farish, I believe, was a J39, Grizzly J39 060, which may even use the same chassis as the C, I'm not sure. But that was pretty quiet. I've got to say, actually, that was pretty quiet, particularly for a UK loco. In my experience, obviously. Again, still my experience. I mean, you know, some of my Japanese stuff is quite noisy. Some of it's incredibly noisy and having to go back because of its noise, but... Yeah, the only thing is, he hasn't got any more of these 521 series in that particular styling. So I'm tempted to ask if you can't get it repaired, or, you know, and obviously can't replace it, rather than refund, if he offsets it against something else. True, it just I still feel so bad doing all this. We don't have a lot of money out from me anyway, but yeah. I don't know. It's an awkward one for me. This is merchant rather than duffel locus. Yeah. So some of my duffels have been the noisiest ones I've had to start with. After running in, they quieten right down. Duffel have had the most QC controls with QC problem issues with. But yeah. And this is ultimately I keep coming back to the Japanese stuff because it's just I've had QC controls from Hornby and Backman as well in double O. The problems, and this is literally the only stuff I've ever used that's always given me absolute spot on performance. Okay, bar one hiccup. Which one's been returned? It's the 521 series. The EMU one Andy very helpfully tried to help me out with the other night. In the first Facebook Live I did. Yeah, it's made the noise again, and I've gone over it. I can't see where the damage is coming from, but it's definitely, I asked my brother to independently verify for me in person that it was definitely plastic shavings that were coming on the bottom of it. Yeah, I say I feel really bad because I feel bad for Keith, who I buy all this on. He is my Kato supplier here in the UK, and he's been so helpful. It's untrue, including assisting me with the acquisition of an extra engine. Which is another 260 set of 260s, not the C50, an older version of the 260 for Japan, but they famously triple headed them on one particular route. I'm actually buying the freight train that Kato are doing for that route, so I'm wanting the third 260 on my order so I can actually do a triple header. I mean, that's going to be awesome. It's a shame. I mean, I'm not saying, folks, I almost don't want to say this, but at the same time I obviously do, because otherwise I wouldn't say it at all. If you guys would prefer me to be on YouTube, I don't mind going on there. Just, it'd be a lot stricter on things, you know. It just only as such as, you know, the truth is I might come off as a bit arsehole-ish. I might be, that might just be my lot in life, I might be an arsehole. But, you know, stuff like self-promotion and that, unless it's being given the okay, is going to be would be a big no-no. I would only have a couple of moderators at most, and certain people would be banned from the channel. Just straight up, some people would be banned from the channel. There's nothing I can say about that at all, apart from that's just the way it'd have to be. If you're happy coming on here, I'm happy with this. And yeah, if you guys are happy with this, I'm happy just doing this. But yes, it is a great shame. It is an absolute great shame. But you know, so the thing, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, I paid £79 for that. That is the replacement for Rocket. It's a bit weird, really, because this is more of a replacement for Rocket than anything else. In the fact it's a special limited edition set. Yeah, well, that's what I keep thinking, but I've looked and I cannot see. This is a really weird thing. Really weird thing is I can't see any signs of wear and tear. And you know, we've had it under a magnifying glass that we use for detail work on some of our wargaming miniatures and that, and still cannot see anywhere where it's wearing from, but it's definitely trucking out plastic. Maybe you're happy. Okay, thank you very much, Simon. You know, I'm kind of enjoying this. I'm getting used to how this works now. I mean, I think what I might do is I might record some of these off Facebook when I can access my computer again, because for those of you who don't know, who knew I was getting a new TV, but it's currently sat here. If you heard that, that's the box of the TV. It's not on the wall yet, because they sent a stand making team out rather than a fixing to the wall team. So yeah, but rather than telling me they were a stand building team rather than a fixing to the wall team, he just said, "Oh no, we've never done fixing to the wall. Never in all my years have I known just to do fixing to the wall." I was like, right. So to say I went to Curry's at the Rico Arena like an avenging angel is an understatement. But it's being done Saturday now apparently. So hopefully I'll be able to access. Because in theory I can't actually get to the Kato stuff either. I'm going to try my best to get to it in a minute when this is running. But yeah, you just have to be careful who draws you. Certain people try and promote you on other channels. You get where you get undesirables. Yes, absolutely. And I think, unfortunately, that one of those individuals would have to be one of the ones banned. What I would do before doing anything YouTube-wise is I'd actually go, because I know which channels I'm thinking of, and that's as far as it is to go in a way, because I can go and find them and pre-block them from the channel. And talking of promotions, I mean, I don't know who was in Dave's stream earlier that was here now, but I did kind of break at Lee Anfield Road, because he's doing his usual thing, and everyone must have seen this, his usual thing of promoting his stream. I go live at 6 tomorrow, live at 6 tomorrow, interspersed with press the like. I'm live at 6 tomorrow, press the like. And as Dave was ending, I'm live at 6 tomorrow, and I said, yes, you've said many times. That's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to be far ruder than that, but I wasn't gonna upset Dave's stream that much. I'm going to catch myself a bit. But yeah. Every 2 minutes, yeah, basically every 2 minutes as usual. It irritates me how he bleats on about becoming a moderator, gets made one. It's almost like his protection then to go and just start spamming it with that. It wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad if he interacted more with other people. Yeah. You see, I nearly did that, but then Dave had so few people watching anyway. I thought I'll try and be a force for good here, and I was trying to ask as many questions. I mean, I was genuinely interested. I wanted to know the answer to the questions. I was trying to ask 8 questions pertinent to what was happening. I noticed that Leslie Gilpin was trying to do the same sort of thing as well, and answering questions and that, and it's just... yeah. Can I mute the microphone on here at all? No. It does tend to be all he does, yeah. And I still don't believe that this Jackie's a real person. Even though they're now appearing in the chat at the same sort of time. I still don't believe that's a real person. You know, me and my brother watch a live stream together. We're watching on one of our channels, if we're commenting, it's on like one channel. It's just like, why both? Why would you duplicate efforts like that? I don't know. It's something I smell are out there. I noticed that, Simon. Your channel's one was actually just deserved promoting. You got some good content there, sir. Yeah. If you need anything, just holler. Right. Sorry about that. Bit of a whinge I had there, wasn't it? But yeah. I'll know it, on Facebook, or I'm safe because you can't find me on here, but, I'm not afraid of him, so I just don't want to cause a ruckus on anyone else's streams, because that'd be just as wrong. Right, what's the... Right, we're not far enough to be able to pull a train with this then, folks. Now, I'll try and get this, I think it needs to pull a passenger train, because according to my little book, the first piece of rolling stock they made will recreate the very first two things that Kato made. C50, which is obviously the current version, and it's a fairly recent version of the local suburban coach that they did. So I'm just going to see if I can get this out for you all. That's the B24 out on top. I tell you, this has caused such kerfuffle. Come straight up. Go on. Oh, here that way. Oh, I've got it. I've got it. Oh dear. We can run some trains behind this now. I tend to promote people in my descriptions if I think there's a, for instance, Gary gets mentioned as a kit building video, so on. Yes, that's a good way of doing things. That is. Another thing. There you go. Let's go back up here. That's a good way of doing it, yes. Good way of doing things. I'll try and push this back. So it's out of the way. There we are. Oh, right. Now, I'll fit the new containers to this wagon, but we're not going to pull. As I say, the first thing we'll do is we'll do a couple of laps with it pulling just the local coach, so we can recreate that first set. I'll show you a picture of in a moment. So there. So there is my empty container car. I really enjoyed your activities for his lesson, all included, always a source of good conversation. Oh, right, okay, thank you, Simon. I appreciate that quite highly, because I was never sure if anyone's actually enjoying those or not. I still haven't talked to D24. So these are my new, I know you've probably seen them again before, so you'll see them again here. These are my new containers. They replaced the green ones, but these are JR containers, so they are up to date new. Oh, no, weighted, that's cool. So basically, holes underneath there, little pegs on the wagon there, you can just see it, and they just clip on, like so. Don't tell me they don't work on this one. I think I might have the wrong type of wagon. Oh well. Yes. I've got the wrong type of car because they're too long for it. Oh, blast. Oh dear. I'll pop them back away again. I'll have to research which type of flat wagon is appropriate for them. Ah, that's one that says JRF on it. And I find the fact finding little quizzes makes me use my head. Ah, nice one. Okay, welcome back, Kyle. You're just in time. Just in time, sir. We're a few minutes away. This is just rerunning in reverse for a while now. We're going to create, and I'll show you guys first before we do it. We're going to recreate Kato's first two N-gauge items. We're going to put them back together, but with the modern iterations of both. So let me find it. My one, there's the one. Yes, so for those of you wondering what the 9600 was earlier, in case you haven't seen it before, this is a 9600. So that's from around the same era as the engine we're running in the minutes in real railway terms, actual locomotive history terms. And here we are, found it. Right. So now ready for the time. So I'm just using my pocket watch here. How's your model? Oh, it is smooth as silk, thank you, Kyle. It is absolutely wonderful. Glorious, I think. If you're at YouTube, you shouldn't make a channel. One thing, it should include all the things you use Sakura through to gaming kit building. Okay. Oh, we'll use Mickey the Moocher, I think. I like that name. So yes, here we are. Here is Kato's very first iteration of the model you can see running tonight. They've been through 3 iterations of it. So this version, this version, this version. And there's their first advert. So the very first 2 models they did in N. And check out that motor in the tender. The shaft through to the main locomotive. So we're going to recreate that with the Suburban coach. But interestingly, the second one they did was an EF70, which as you folks may know, I've got one. So we'll have to have that match up to meet up tonight as well. Okay, lovely bug. Absolutely lovely bug. No, it's a beautiful model. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I've got my Suburban coach here, my shorter Suburban coach here. And we're going to pair it up with this in a minute. Oh, the 9600. Yes, that is a gorgeous engine. It doesn't like the new controller though. It doesn't like the SX, so I'm going to have to get an MX, which has 2 direction dials on it, direction selectors on it. One has the pulse wave modulation on it, like this the SX does, and the other one is like the old style. Yeah, I'm going to have to use the old style in the 9600 because it's a little bit maybe more fiddly, or picky. I believe I'm using an scaler. Right, let's just see what's going on here at the time. Oh, literally a couple of minutes, folks. Literally an actual couple of minutes now. I'm hoping this wall takes the TV, you know. How heavy is it? Not too heavy. I hope it can take it. Has some pretty big MDF shelves on that wall with a cabinet and everything as well. I'm pretty sure it's about to take a TV. But if it says no, it says no, I guess. I was going to have a drink. I just poured myself a drink. Oh! Andy, something may interest you, sir. That arrived the other day. If you'd like a borrow, let me know. If you haven't already got it. Excuse me. It's getting so hot. Right, there we are. Right, so now we can pull into the station. Well, actually, we'll stop it round in the traditional spot over here, where I tend to park engines when I'm getting the trains ready. Next to the C59. See how much smaller, I mean, you can see on the screen there how much smaller the C50 is compared to that Pacific there. Sorry about it, folks. This is what happens if I don't take my pill to real late on. I just end up nose blowing. My apologies, as a certain Blackadder character said. Right, so inconvenience. Dude, looks great. I have not got the duty. Oh well, I'm more than happy to package it off and let you know, give you a lend. There'd be no rush getting it back. Is that your entire ledger? And Simon, I haven't forgotten about the church. I know you didn't say anything, but I've got it all clocked up. So, here we are then. There's the spoken up. So literally it's the first 2 models they produced, C50 and this. Now we're going to recreate that first ever pairing. So we're going to do a couple of that, and I'll get some more coaches out to give a bit more portraying. Now I need to go and buy some Jiffy bags. Get the church to you. And there we are. Look at that. So back in 1965, the original versions of both these models hit the shelves for the first time. And thus, Japanese N-gauge model railways at 1/150th scale was born. And 53 years later, I had to work that out then. 53 years later, I would start my journey into N-scale modelling, Japanese N-gauge modelling. And 55 years later, blimey it is, 55 years later, I'm a lifer now, I think. I think I'm going to need some more rolling stock soon. What, carriages and wagons, that sort of thing, yes. Always have love of that. In fact, actually, that's another little sneaky order I put in today, was for another 3 packs of these. So I've got 2 already, so that should put me up to, another 2 packs, sorry, I think. Another 2 packs? So that put me up to 8 of them, because I'd love to see a train of those running behind. I can see them running behind something like this C50, to be honest. But yeah, so there we are, that is, wow. And I think actually we should do that meeting now. I'm going to do it over here, while I've got the original 2 models there. Because of course, folks, what you must remember is that the time these came out in 1965, steam was still in operation on Japanese railways and would be for another 11 years. So, you know, that's an interesting thing to think about. My thinking is anyway. But then again, I'm a bit weird. So again, not with the 60s version of this model, but with a much more up-to-date version. Get the F70 out. We'll pop it on. So there we are. Definitely want to a high window coach 6 not so I agree, and should be on a month or 2 and need more wagons. Oh, I've seen the pictures of the Dapol model. Wow, that looks incredible. I think you shared it actually, you may have shared it. But yeah, it looks incredible. And there we are. There's the first 3 models together. In their modern iterations. Pennsylvania Railroad Collection DVD 1950. Oh wow! If Dale PRR guy Bass was here, ooh. But yes, I'd be interested in seeing those if you're willing to lend them. I can give you quite a quick turnaround and get them back to you. Yes, let's just stop the C50 next to the F70 for a minute. I'm afraid that's about the best I can get you to see though, but you can just about see them all there together. I feel like it's an air show or something like that. You know, for the first time in 50 years, you're seeing 2 gazillion Spitfires in the air together. I'm probably building this up way too much, aren't I? But, yeah. Wonderful. That's all I'm going to say, it's wonderful. Right. As your park's over there, little one, to give you some more coaches. I need another 2 coaches to pull. Don't be pulling too much. Right, what about this? This one? Yep. And if you want that one. Perfect. So these 2 coaches are bigger. They are bigger, express size, or mainline size rather than local. But that's why I've already given them 2. I could give them 3 of these, but they are in error at least. So here we are. Here's the first one. That's a 32. And this This is a 32 as well, but this is the one with the brake compartment in it, the guard, and lights at the back. It's on lights trailing. So, let's propel the coach back in. This thing's going to become an absolute dream on the micro layout altogether for running. I want to get the Farishberg cage set to when I get the N-Class. Nice. Don't have torpedo couplings. Right, folks. Right, let's just see what's going on with this. Okay. What's going on with your coupling? That's it. The repeater got caught. There we are. That looks fine. Oh, that looks perfect. Oh, that looks so perfect to me. Anyway. Although the C-Class would look nice to them, it absolutely would. Absolutely would. So there we are. I'm just going to do this. Right, here we go then. Immer schupperst du! Which means departing now, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. But yes, that's what they say when they leave the station. They get ready to depart, and you get departing now. So Immer Schuberstu. Schuberstu is departing now. And that, my friends, is wow. Just wow. Sorry, I'm stunned. There's a very similar locomotive currently in steam in Japan. I've got a photograph of coming down a line of cherry blossoms like this, and it's only got 3 coaches with it, and it's absolutely looking. This is fitting the bill so nicely for that. I'm just absolutely in awe of the craftsmanship that Kato put into their models. And the model may be a long way from home, but I hope it feels welcome. And it's certainly bringing this person over here in Blighty. It's given me a lot of pleasure, this is already. But yes. Oh, Andy's into coming. Ooh, that'd be interesting to. I'll have a look at that in a minute, Andy. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. But Kyle, if you're watching still, they do a D51 in HO, a C62 in HO, EF81 in HO. So if you fancied adding something Japanese to your HO roster, because at the end of the day, they all use knuckle couplings, so you'd be able to run it with your American stock absolutely fine. So I've even seen a video now of him, someone converting them to KDs rather than Kato coupling. So you know, yeah, that's good option. I know you've got an interest in Japan. Far cry from the Twilight Express, isn't it? You know, far cry from 10 coach diesel unit, or the Panda Kuroshia, the Panda Express, racing along, or even the C59 or C57 with the Yamaguchi set, or the D51 with its freight train. It's a very different beast. But it absolutely fits the bill. To my mind, it looks basically, it's almost like Sakura Densha was built for it, in my mind. Is that Kato? I saw a few Japanese models selling brass train sites, don't know if I might get them. Yes, Kato do them, yeah, they do plastic ones as well. I think you're even doing a DCC Sound EF81 soon. So, yeah. They're a lot more pricey than their N-gauge ones. But I don't think they sell as many units, particularly not in Japan, because there's so few people have the space for a HO layout. given that the second most popular scale in Japan that's fast becoming level with N is Z, it gives you some idea of the space limitations for most people. I'm never going to be doing Z gauge. Not because it's too small, just I've got too much N now, and I'm happy with N. I found my medium for detail and getting a scene in. Especially now with what I'm getting in over here, over there. I mean, if you think about it, where that blue car that is sitting at the end of the platform over here, that was Pringle Mountain. That was where Pringle Mountain once stood. And the scene's changed again now, obviously. I still need to get my hard standing put in here and get a 0 to put in there. That would have to be 1/44th scale, so really tiny plane. Slightly under scale, but it should look around the Memorial Park here, or perhaps over here. But trying to find E7 in multi-mark CP rail. Ooh, who made that? Is that a Kato, or is that a? Do you know who made it? That one. Well, I do like the E7s and the E8s. I think are absolutely gorgeous. They are. I like the length. It's like the Princess Royals in this country. I like the length rather than the Duchess, which seems to be a bit more built up. Absolutely floored by this. So sorry if you get bored of this running around, folks, but I'm just enjoying it. I'm going to try and track down some more of these smaller coaches as well. So it's got a train of 3 of those to pull. And I'll also go there with a C11. By the way, I've also got another D51 and the new version of the C11 coming as well. They may have followed the wagons into the basket. Do you know what I said about people showing off about buying 600 engines? But yeah, I saw Sugarman's video of the C11, and I did not realise they'd done a new version. I thought my version was still the current version. No, I know border steam go around. No, if you'd like to go down low again, or I can move you to the other end of the layout, let me know. You let me know, because I can see the whole thing at once, obviously. I'm absolutely stunned by this engine. You know, it's... I will admit, I was not sure what to expect when I opened the packet. I was not sure what I was going to expect. You know, would it be good quality? Would it be the 9600 and the older C11 I've got? Or would it be like the D51, the C59 and the C57 where a bit like this? And it turns out it's the latter, and I am absolutely blown into next year with how good it is. Go to the other end so we can see the new builds too. Absolutely, right, give me a second, let's just move you. So sorry if any wobbling helps when I don't try and grop the camera with the thing, but yes. Right, so I was going to cover it up, hide my modesty. Let's turn you that way around so I can at least get you onto this bit. No. Turn you around again. Phew. How's that for you folks? So you can see the new colours now as well, around and about. And I'm thinking actually these buildings don't want to be sunk down because they don't sit as proud as the other buildings. So I think they're just ready to screw straight down, to be honest, with that in the house. So yeah, looking good. Okay, excellent. I love the trees I've got in this end as well. I think it just corners the layout, bookends the layout off a little bit. But yeah, right, let's pack some of this up. So I'm not take the S70 off. Thank you very much, both Simon and Andy. Thank you very much, chaps. I really do appreciate it. I know I'm a big advocate of if you build a layout for you, not for anyone else, but to get feedback like that, it means a lot. So I respect both your opinions. You're both incredible modelers. And yeah, it means a lot. I knew it was worth saving to make it something special. I wish the circumstances were different, but it is special. It is going to bring me so much joy, and I'm going to think of the reason why every single time I run it. It's beautiful. Cherish it for many years. Like the rest of my days. Thank you very much, Carl. Again, I do appreciate it a lot, sir. I really do. So it does mean so much. It's just my world was a different place when I started Sakura Densha, and you guys have been with me all the way through, almost, pretty much. Oh yeah. Now we find ourselves in the middle of this worldwide crisis, with all the other stuff going on as well, and yet here we are. Sakura Densha is still here, still running. Changed up a little bit, being renovated, and I've got my friends. That's what I hold on to. I got my family, my immediate family, and me wargaming as well. My computer gaming once I can get back to my computer. That's the other thing, folks. I can't actually get to my computer in a minute. So that's a bit awkward. A bit orcs. It's only another day. I don't know what time Saturday they're coming, but it's only another day. Hopefully it's pretty early so I can get things sorted. What a model. What a model. I may even have to email Kato directly about this one and just congratulate them on such a superb model. It does indeed, Carl. It really does. It's I say it's strange, isn't it? How the layout seems to be designed, and it just works. You know, it's designed. Well, okay, yes, I knew I would like it at some point, but I didn't have it in mind when it was designed. I didn't design the basic design for this layout. Someone else did for me. I was ready to leave the hobby when this layout's design was given to me, and tweaked a bit by myself. Obviously now renovated, yet yeah, everything just seems to have fallen into place when this engine's come to the last piece of the puzzle almost. Now I'm also looking forward to seeing it running on the snow scene on the micro layout on the Happiness Railway. With its glossy black paintwork, it should reflect the snow nicely. Working headlight on the front, working taillights on the rear. What could you want in life? And all on DC, no DCC here. To be fair though, if they were DCC ready, I would DCC them. They'd have to be hardwired, and I don't want to go messing around. When it runs this smoothly, I don't want to mess it up, you know. Just looks so super. I can't wait to send some pictures to my friend Yukari, she'll be pleased. She's told me I can never stop doing trains because otherwise I'll make them sad. But she'll be pleased as punch that I finally got this. I haven't told her I'm getting it. She'll be absolutely pleased as anything. I mean, she's got 3 of them. But, yeah. So you've got the corner shop on the right there, and the house is on the left. The taller building on the right is the with the white and the green car outside it. Is the corner shop. Do you think the C-Class would look out of place for me when I built it? Absolutely not, no. Perfect, one of the perfect locomotives to use on it. Those 060 tender engines were the maids of all work in the UK, and they did everything and anything. If they could run on the rails, you know, if they weren't too heavy for the rails they were running on, they would do it. And I'll plug it again, folks, just in case anyone on Facebook that wasn't on any of my YouTube streams and anything. Providing it all goes ahead next year, if you'd like to see Sakura Densha, this layout, with these items of rolling stock and everything, in person, the Severn Valley Railways open house event, this layout and myself will be there. Do come and say hi. You can have a close inspect of some of these pieces of rolling stock and that, and we can have a good chat about it and all the rest of it there. You know, I hope it goes ahead, and I think it will be a really, really good time. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be my first ever exhibition of my own layout. That's kind of my deadline actually, to get it in inverted commas finished, because I know no layout's truly ever finished, but yeah. And share the gift of Japanese railways with some others. And when D51 comes, that's when we'll run the new gondola. So that is absolutely superb, that is. Beautiful. So I might just stick it over there in the yard so it sits there. You can see that looking nice. Yeah, did you run the track properly? Just ignore the fact there's an express passenger steam engine sat in front of it. Just visit the business stroll. I hope you are. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing, and I'd love to meet you folks as well. Absolutely love to meet you folks. I need to get another D51-200 as well. They're on offer at the minute, so I'll have to sneak another one of those, because I need to put a new one. I need to put another D51-200 back in there to replace the one I took out and weathered. Which I've got the C57 in there at the minute, but it's yeah, not quite. Not quite the same. Look at some of the other extra parts for the shop. I love the fact that you get stickers with the different signage on there and everything. I have to translate those and see which ones I want to use. I want sort of general store, because he was a good man, I thought, with him at Alamein, you know. Pop those back in the box so they're all safe and sound. Keep everything tidy. Look inside there, make sure everything's in there. Yep, so here is the here's the replacements for so that's the replacement station, obviously. I'll stick it over there so I can't use the computer. There. Put that there for a minute. Oh dear. So I can access my trains anyway. Which is, after all, what we're here for in life. Plane trains. Hello Joe, how are you? Hope you're well. Thank you very much for your kind comments. Again, it's another person I consider a very good friend, and appreciate your thoughts on it. And thank you very much for your kind words. You bring a lot in the Midlands, a lot of happiness. You do. You folks do. I really do appreciate it. It's my absolute dream to actually go and visit the real life railways of Japan and see some of these, ride on some of these trains for real. That's better. Just look at it go. But yes, folks, I think, unfortunately, Joe, I think I'm actually going to wind it up there, as this heat's getting a bit much, and I think I'm just going to chill out for a while. But thank you all for coming. If you're unlucky, I might even do one. Oh, hang on, not tomorrow, because tomorrow was hobby night in Artsville. If you're unlucky enough, I might do one on Saturday. Okay? So take care, stay safe till then, and I'll see you in the next one, or even on the mini streams. Okay, folks, thank you all for watching. Thank you again for all your kind words, and I will see you around. Stay safe. Be nice to each other.